Good evening, folks. So, as you may notice, we're playing Magic the Gathering right now, which is a little bit different than we normally do on Tuesday nights. Reason being is our usual service that does our Final Fantasy tournaments tonight. They're having a software issue, so we are going to be unable to stream and run our usual Sunday night Final Fantasy tournament. We appreciate you understanding. So we're going to go through and just play some Arena a little bit for tonight and finish up some quests, test out some more decks. Earlier today, Christian went through, opened up a whole slew of new packs for Ikoria. If you're looking to pick up some Ikoria, we have pre-orders available on our website, epicgamingpdx.com. So we're going to go through. I've thrown together a bit of a deck. Christian threw together a deck as well. So we're just going to go through and play some of these new decks that we have, and test out the new decks. Play around a bit. So Christian has a cool black-white deck, kind of aristocrats style. It does the if you're familiar with the new cat combo, it's very similar to that. You use Cauldron's Familiar, which is a little black cat that whenever it enters the battlefield, each opponent life drains for one. Use that with the Witch's Oven, which allows you, this card right here, to sacrifice a creature, get a food token. The Cauldron's Familiar allows you to sacrifice a food token to bring it back into play. So it's a slow infinite, and by doing so, you're able to just slowly grind your opponent out. And then when you get things like Cruel Celebrant and other things like that into play, it allows you to just constantly loop back all these things. So if our opponent chooses to keep their hand or not, we'll be able to actually begin this game. Yeah, like I said, we apologize. Normally we have our Sunday night Final Fantasy tournament going on right now, but due to some unforeseen network errors on the game's end, we're not going to be able to do that like normal tonight. So this hand doesn't do too much, but it has like the cards we would normally want to see in a game. So we're going to try it out, see what happens. Granted, my opponent is taking their sweet time and is not doing anything. So let's run out this oven immediately. Looks like they're playing effectively the same thing we are. Yep, they're playing exactly what we are. So we're just going to try and match pace. So this only makes a token. It doesn't give us reliable multiple tokens, but it does allow us to start draining our opponents alongside Cruel Celebrant. Yeah, you got it. Do your thing. Oh, that's a good card. That's going to be a good card against us. We're going to need to get rid of this somehow. And I don't know if we can in this deck. I don't know what type of removal we have. We have 3 of this card that is not doing anything. Oh, boy. Oh, it's only creatures, right? Thank goodness. Awesome. This, although it does turn off our entire deck. We don't want to attack. So this is really awkward because this doesn't do anything anymore for us. This card just makes everything in our deck dead, pretty much. It's be fun to deal with. Yep, you got a Pride Mate. You're gonna come in for 1, gain 1 life, put a counter here. Now you're gonna play a land, gain a life, put a counter here, and then do that, and then do that, and then do that. Yep. 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 These cards are really bad. These cards aren't doing anything, so we don't have creatures in our graveyard. Yep. Oh my goodness. My opponent is so slow. Stop thinking. You're not playing a deck that requires thought. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time doing this. So instead, we're going to play a deck that I made. Aristocrats is fun. Not drawing. Granted, I probably did not keep a optimal hand for what I was doing there. I definitely should not have kept 2 3-mana cards in a deck that curves out at 3. Jeskai Joker. Okay, this guy's going to be playing probably Jeskai. Ooh. All right, so we have a handful of 2-drops, a 3-drop, and a 1-drop. Sounds good. Filter our draw, see if we can find something we actually want on 1, or rather to draw on 2. We definitely don't want this land, so we'll get that the heck out of here. And now we're going to draw, hopefully not a land, play a card, and hit with that hello back. Boom. Play a land, and now we're going to play the... he played a Steam Vents, which makes me think he might have Shock or something up, so I don't want him to shock my Incubation Druid. Had the Opt, which is fine. Don't... I mean, like, I get it. You want to Opt whenever possible. Opt is a fantastic card. Don't know why they felt like they needed to Opt in response to the Paradise Druid. Not doing anything else that turn. We're going to play the land here. So the question is, do you play Harpooner Gala, or do you play Rhythm and risk this thing dying? So we tap this, it also just loses its hexproofness. And we can't play Rhythm and do jank. So I think I'm going to set up for Rhythm. And I don't want to get blown out by a removal spell. So just play Rhythm. That's fine. We're not hurting for mana right now. So we'll have lands when we go dude. This enters of a counter. That's really big. And we're going to give it the counter. Give it the counter. Oh, I can give this +1/+1 counter. Fantastic. I don't know why it was grayed out on the haste. I can still technically give it haste. We're not attacking with the second one. Just the 3/3. He can block and shock or, yeah, do some shenanigans like that. Which is fine. Now makes this thing online for getting plus up some damage when it enters. So if he plays a flyer, like if he plays... Okay. Attack. Do it. Ooh, you know what I should have done? I should have let this ETB... Oh, actually, its ETB won't trigger most likely until... Yeah, its ETB won't trigger with without a flyer to target. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can play this next turn. No blocks. Alright, play something. Play Niv-Mizzet. Ooh, really? Actually, play Niv-Mizzet. Oh, you can't cast Niv-Mizzet. Imagine if they cast a Niv-Mizzet here, though. Nope, just another lightning answer. Okay. Alright, we got a Godzilla. Does it revolve? It does. We don't need to worry about giving it a +1/+1 counter. We just want it to have haste so we can beat face. Because it has effectively 7 toughness. Let me go to combat. Just attacking with the Godzilla. So I want to let the stage second main. Come on, man. Why is every opponent I've got right now just the slowest people? Why are they all so slow? Yeah, I'll trample over for 5. Don't think I won't. 5 damage is 5 damage. Come on, bud. Sure. Sure. Jump over 5. Light up the stage. Ooh, perfect. We get to start doing Vivian things next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Awesome. That's Zarek. Cool.
Every problem has a solution.
And he's shooting my tapped birdie. Sounds good. Okay. He's done the 2, so I don't have to worry about doing anything too crazy. Oh, this only is going to give me... That's fine. Land on top. Real neat. To your next turn. When you cast your next creature spell this turn, choose away before a creature card with current mana cost less than that cost, then put it in the battlefield tapped. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're going to create a beast with Trample.
I love making new friends.
Hope we get something good.
Now, Relic Zarek's over here. Going to start filtering him through his deck. There's that land. All right, play the Niv Mizzet. Play it. I'm greedy. I run Niv Mizzet. You should be greedy and also run Niv Mizzet. Do it. I mean, I don't actually run Niv Mizzet in this deck, but yeah. Oh, he's doing it to both, and then he's going to pick her off. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good. I can't cast. I can't lift the top card anymore. Alright. Ready to attack with 3 or more creatures. May discard a card at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sure, draw your cards. Face. Yeah, Harpooner always gets the buff, as it turns out. So that's pretty good. So, we'll see what happens here.
Choose wisely, because the other one's going bye-bye.
That is a good voice line. That's a fantastic voice line. Remember, Mystic? Yep, you got it. It's a 1/5. That's going to be real hard to get through. Oh, one of these will always get through. He's always dead. Oh, they can have removal. Hasty boy. Let me go to combat. Yes, can I discard a card at random, please? Oh, just a moment, folks.
Oh, come on. I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
All right, folks, I'm back. So he's got a big boy, he's got a tiny boy, and he's got a 2/2. Now look at this Gallo. We drew this, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we have the mana to cast it. My opponent's just dead. Hello, I have an 8/8 trample haste. Do you have a response? Do you have disdainful stroke? That's the only thing that saves you here. Oh, he already has haste. Yes, I will make it a 9/9 instead. I will go to combat. Do you have another unsummon? Okay. Yep, that'll do. Bonk, bonk. The beats are on.
The search for the unknown. That's real science.
He's going for the ult. He's trying to get there. I'm going to cast a non-creature spell, put a counter on it. Ah, that's pretty neat. There's that shock that you finally needed. Attack for 2. I definitely don't have a third harpooner. This is why I run shock in these types of decks, so I can just shock my... Oh! Like I said, I run shock in these decks so I can go over the top. Do you have counterspell for shock? Okay, he chose to kill himself. Understand. Die by your own sword. Yeah. I respect it. Hey, we got some good stuff. What we get here? Mutate. When this creature attacks, tap up to... Oh, when that creature mutates, tap up to X creatures, where X is the number of times his creature is mutated. Those creatures don't untap. Ooh, frost tap X things. That's pretty sweet. Let's keep playing. So yeah, red-green. It's fun when it does the thing. It has just enough staying power to stay on the board, and we're using suboptimal cards. Yeah, if your opponent isn't interacting with you or dealing with your creatures, then they lose. That's why I'm such a big fan of red-green. It's just such a fun deck. The way you play it is so satisfying. Kid Knight, 9. So it's a kid 9 years old, because I don't think you're supposed to play this game if you're younger than a certain point. So this hand is sketchy. This fixes my mana, and this is a 1-drop, and this draws me cards, and this draws me a card, so I'm going to keep it. Plus, how can we not keep Almighty Bushrog? Brushwog. Brushwog! Concede now. You cannot stop my almighty Brushwog. This is the best card in the deck. Oh, didn't have a land. We don't need to give it a counter, so we can just... Boom. Damage. Uh-oh, that's a Steamkin. Am I doing this now? Do I need to cycle this? I don't need to cycle it yet. We can just... Yes. We can just ramp. These are now perfect. This is now more perfect, and we gain a life, and we get to play it, and we get to offer this trade. Do you want to block with your runaway Steamkin? That's what I thought. Oh, that's pretty good. He's going off. He's going to get a lot of robos. Okie dokie. I can buff this to anything speed, so we're just going to go to combat. And see what happens. Because we need to get a point of damage through to be able to use Light Up the Stage. He just didn't block. Awesome. We're going to cast Light Up the Stage. Sweet. We can cast this for 2 and make it a 4/4, or we can hold off wait till to cast it next turn with more potentially more mana. I like that. And we can give Trample to something, because it already has Trample, so we can give Trample here, probably. We'll do that. Don't need to cast the Hydra yet. Plus, now we can use the defensive buffs, but we can now use his buff defensively in case he tries to blow this up. Cool. Omen of the Sea is really slow, so glad that my opponent is not taking a turn, really. Leaving both cards on top and drawing a card. Okay. There's their land for turn. That's the Triome. Yes, it's the Triome. Sweet. Oh, they're just conceding. Awesome. GG. Well played. We take those. Yeah, it sounds like they just weren't having a good game. And I'm not going to say we were about to roll them, because we were, you know, kind of just going along there. But, oh, dub's a dub. Those of you wondering why we're playing Magic tonight, and that is because our usual service we use for Final Fantasy is unfortunately unavailable. So tonight we're back to playing some Magic. I love this hand so much. It does so many janky things. Like we don't have the untapped green source for our Bushwag. That's fine because we have Incubation on 2. We have both these bad boys to start cycling through. Start cycling, try and get us the. Ooh, they're not doing anything if that's what they're playing. Let's go ahead and cycle this now. Shoop, shuffle it back in. Ooh, hey. More lands for later. I'll pick up Bushwag. Just get him in play. Oh, they're playing Dawn of Hope, which means they're probably playing a slower, grindier deck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can't actually. If we play a 4th land, we can activate Incubation's Druid, and I think that's probably for the best at this point, so we can start getting. Oh no, our opponent had removal. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, he's almost. That Heliod's almost active. I don't want to lose a Bushrock. Oh, it's just 2 mana. He had 2 mana? I thought he only had 1. Oh well. Oofda. Not liking this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is not enough to activate. So, well, it's enough to activate, just not enough to activate and play this. Yeah, ill-gotten. Seems pretty good. And Bloodthirsty. Oh, Bloodthirsty. Okay, yeah, he's certainly going all in on the black-white life gain deck. Pretty sweet. Yeah, if we don't draw any action pretty soon here, we are going to be overrun. So we're gonna crack in and see what happens. See where they want to block, what they want to do. Okay. Go ahead, activate this ability. Put my opponent on the 4. They'll gain some life, and they can put a counter. But they'll be able to get a bunch of counters here. But this itself does not have lifelink, so I'm not too concerned. Sure, they got a big beefy. Oh, he's gonna give it lifelink. That's what Heliod's activated ability is. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, as long as it doesn't give it vigilance, we should be okay-ish. That's a lifelinker as well. Okay, well, it's a race. We'll see what happens. Oh. I have 1 creature in the grave, so this doesn't actually do anything for me. This is awkward. We'll kill the bird first. You can only block 1. The most damage you can block is 4, and then they'll take 4, 5, 6, 10-ish, and then they untap and hit me and gain a bunch of life. Screw it, we're coming in. If I lose this, whatever. If I lose this, whatever. Activate this Bushrock. Put him to 5. Lose my guy, whatever. Yep, trigger your stuff. Alright, looks like I have someone coming in. So I'm going ahead and concede this. All right, folks, we're back. Okay. Yeah, that game was not winnable from that point. We didn't draw a lot of our interaction and things that could help us fight for the board there. I mean, we're swinging in for big damage, but our opponent, unfortunately, you know, of course, had a lot of sustain and life gain and the ability to just tempo it back to their side. So, in the long run, we lose that game. We probably should run in a little bit of artifact and enchantment removal. Oh my goodness, his hand is nutter butters. 1 drop, 2 drop, removal spell, payoff card. We got everything we could possibly need. I think the only thing that makes this hand any better is Rhythm of the Wild. And they had to mulligan down to 6. Okay, so we've got the lead here already. And they're playing Orzhov, and they have a Guild Gate. I like that. Ooh, Corpse Knight, that's fun. This is whenever a creature enters or dies. And whenever a creature enters under their control, they get the card. Cool. I'm going to play a land here. So we can ram through to force this to die and then punch through. But I think I just want to play a 4/4. No attack this turn. Yeah, Birth of Meletus. That's a real fun one. That is, I think, one of my favorite cards that I've seen recently. I got it in a sealed deck, and I got it in a sealed format. This card's insane. This card's so much value. Maybe not like the most powerful card, but it's a lot of value. Scry, yep, we want that on top for us to draw next turn, so we can have an untapped land for what we want to do. Spellbreaker's going to punch this kid and do 2 damage extra, and then we're going to go to combat, and we're going to hit him for 5. We're going to leave the Paradise Druid up because we don't want them to have any interaction and get rid of it, and then we're dead in the water because we don't have we have 1 less mana than previously thought. Granted, we don't need that extra land. Oofda. We don't need that extra land at the moment just because we have the 5th land we need, but boom, now we got ourselves a big tramply boy. We're going to come in and... All right, cool. They blocked the creature of... Oh! Oh! The fool! The absolute fool! They didn't read the card. They didn't know I would get a 1/1 because this is trample. Yes! This doesn't have trample. There's if you... Perfect. Boom. Free 1/1. Oh no. I exiled a dead card. All right. We're going to just... I don't need to play this yet at all. Combat. Don't want this to... Oh, I can activate it, though. Let's say I'll attack. And then we'll hold this one back. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. I could buff this if necessary. Yep, that's... You got it. You got it. Letting this come through? Let this come through. Oh. It's fine by me. Just activate it. Bop, 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 bop. Took 4 damage overall, I think. 5 damage overall from, Yep, they took 5 damage there from, abilities. Okay. Okay, folks, we're back. Sorry for the multitude of absences. I've had a couple customers come in, ask me a bunch of questions, and try and sell some cards. Hey, we have a pack to open. Hey, let's get something good. Channeled Force, that's kind of cool. All right, let's do it. Ooh, Ozolith. That card is funny. Not good. I wouldn't say it's a good card. I will say it's a funny card. I will say it's a fun card. Yeah, for those of you just joining, we are Epic Gaming, a card store and vending space here in Portland, Oregon. Normally on Sunday nights, we host a Final Fantasy tournament. Unfortunately, the tournament software we use is having some system issues, so we are going to have to probably should have mulliganed the Bone Crusher as opposed to the good card. Oh no, he's ramping. I don't like that. He's ramping. But yeah, tonight we are playing Magic the Gathering as opposed to our usual Sunday night Final Fantasy tournament. Ooh, Cathartic Reunion. That's a great one. Aggressively thinning through his deck. What did he ditch? Puppet and Great Worm. Interesting. What's on his deck? I want to play this Mountain and a Paradise Druid. Boom. Probably could have played the Harpooner, but he's just trying to ramp out as fast as he can, which is concerning. I don't know what he's trying to ramp into. But yeah, let's get this land in play. Get a Rhythm in play. Next turn we can jam both of these. No reason to attack because it just gets blocked. It's at 6 mana. What's he doing? Ah, he's casting new Planeswalker. What's the new Planeswalker? Exile 3 cards. Creature cards exiled this way can be cast so long as you control one of these Planeswalkers. Exile creature you control. Flip cards till you hit a creature cost at the same cost to put into play. Of a higher real CMC, and put the rest of them on bottom. And each creature just damaged equal to its power to each opponent. Ooh, gross. So yeah, we're going to jam in the Forest. We can Voracious for a bunch, then double it, and then give it haste. That sounds pretty good. We can do it next turn, though. And I kind of like this with haste. Well, I like it with a counter. Next turn, I want to crack in with everything. So I'm just going to give everything counters. And then next turn, try and reduce our opponent's life total to 0. Alright, so he's going to be deploying a bunch of creatures here. That's perfectly fine. He's going to probably add some more. Ah, he's turning it a 1-drop into... Wait, what did he exile? Paradise Druid. I'm concerned about what I just saw. I have a feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. Alright, play land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is. 4. Autopay. Boom. It will have an additional +1/+1 counter. It will have double the number of counters on Hydra. Haha! You may have a 16/16, but I have a 10/1. 10/11. So now we're just kind of going to stare at each other for a while. Because he has 16/16 he doesn't want to attack with. So I have lethal on the crackback. But I don't want to swing in because this thing will eat my board. And he's just going to keep making more of them. Okay. So I see what the deck is now. the deck is 16/16 Great Worms, and he explosively evolves into them. And sure, I'll eat 16 once. Embercleave. Yep. Yep. It's a gotcha deck. It's a fragile gotcha deck. Gets shut off by multiple kinds of disruption, but you can't disrupt it if you don't know what's happening. I knew something was up the second he played Arboreal Grazer and not with Gates. Arboreal Grazer is it was run originally in the Guildgate deck, just the Maze's End style deck, fogs, get all the gates, do the thing. Sun. No cheap cards. Cheap cards. Keep it. I want to keep. I guess we had kept that. That's fine. Thinking about it more, this probably would have been the proper card to get rid of. Or let's play Gallia. And begin applying pressure to the face. Bonk. Life total. Yeah. Make it a 3/3. I will play a 3/3. Sorry, 3/2, so I can block your 3/3. No attacks, though. I see you, too, are a man of culture. Hit him with that hello. Cool. Druid. It's that land I got rid of. Like, we can't attack there, but he just blocks like this. Actually, it does make a slightly awkward block for him. Oh, that's a new card. So we can attack with the 3/2 and see what he does. Okay, looks like I have customers again. Just takes it. Cool. Oh boy. Yep, I have customers. Oh, yes, I did see that there were 500 gems for sale. We bought those using coins just a little bit earlier today, but thank you for the shout out. Thank you for pointing it out. We appreciate it. All right, looks like we got time for one more game before we call it. I've still got to close up the store and be out of here by 8 o'clock. So we're going to do one last game. We're going to keep running it back with red-green. We haven't got a win in the last 3-4 games, partly due to the fact that people coming in, I don't want to sit there and wait for my turn to like time out. So much I just concede immediately. We were winning at least 2 of those games, just playing good cards. We drew the good cards. We played the good cards. They were doing stuff. Hey, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. Hey, if we draw a red source, this card gets really good. Yeah. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. If we have a red source, play that one. Excellent. Unkillable. Untouchable. Brush Rog. Brush Rog. I love this card so much. They're playing green-white. They played a Paradise Druid. I'm just going to run it out there. And I'm also doing this. If they block, whatever. If they don't block, perfect. So, really should have done combat first, hit them, cast a second main phase in case, you know, if they block and they're like, oh, they might have a combat trick, or if they don't block and they're like, they're trying to play around the combat trick, and then always get the guaranteed damage. Ah, I see they're playing, you know, they're just playing green-white. It's green-white stuff, which, you know, power to them. Let's play a 4-4. Let's play a bigger guy than their guy. And Whopper trade. We have the 4-4 already. Which, once again, should have waited to cast it. Got overzealous. Bonk. Got him. Alright, so what do they have? So, Spellbreaker no longer hexproof, so if they have interaction. Okay, they got a 4-4. When it dies, he gets the 2-2s. Cool. So you can just jam out this next turn. Oh, he's coming in. What? You're tapped out. You have 2 things you can tap, but I don't think there's anything with Convoke that... No, I don't think we get blown out. I don't think they have a... Oh, they have 1 mana Take Heart. Or Might of the Masses. Yeah, that was... 1, 2, 3, 4. This is only 2. It says I don't have a lot of Devotion Red either in play. Don't want to discard a card at random. We'll play him. Get the other Push Rog out there. No attacks. And what's going to happen here is if they attack in, we got these Push Rogs we can turn into Satyrs. And then if they don't attack in and we get a chance to do other stuff, we can reevaluate from there. This Hydra does fight for 2. Which can kill off, attack this, pick off one of these guys in a second main phase. Or if they get damage marked on them. So we'll see what happens. Tap Temple Garden. Okay. And once again, for those of you just tuning in, we are Epic Gaming, a card store and venue space here in Portland, Oregon. We host tournaments throughout the week for a variety of different games. Normally on our Sunday nights, we have a Final Fantasy constructed tournament. However, due to the service we use for having those games happen online, they are down temporarily. I think they're doing some stress testing to see if their service can hold more people, which has unfortunately caused us to not be able to run that tournament tonight. So we are just sitting here, playing some arena, hanging out. I'm just going to block here. I'll eat the 3. That's fine by me. This gives me a 1-1 afterwards. So I'm just cycling a 1-1 and preventing 4 damage. If he wants to spend buffs on this to punch through, that's fine. But I don't want to just take the free damage. Yep, take the 3. Boom, get a 1-1. This 1-1 can't block. That's fine. This satyr's now a 2/2. So we're gonna get a little cheesy here. This has to attack. This one can attack because I don't care about it, and this one can attack because I don't care about it. I don't want her to attack because she's good, and I don't want him to attack, but he's good. So boom. All right, got 3 creatures coming in. Which one do you want to block? Yes. Random card. Dang, got rid of the good one. Really wanted to get rid of the Bushwog. But, you know, that's how it is. That is definitely how it is in Magic the Gathering. Whenever you're discarding a card at random, it's never the one you want to discard. It's always the one you don't want to discard. All right, so let's see if our opponent can figure out how to block and what to do. Okie dokie. Putting a counter on a creature, and it's indestructible. Okie dokie. That was probably not the best line of train of thoughts with them, but hey, we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4 devotion red. Now I got 4/3, so if he dies, I get 2 1/1s. Now become 2/2s because of Galia. Yeah, this is a pretty good combination of cards. Looking at these two together like this. Dude, Bushwog coming in with a +1/+1 counter from Rhythm of the Wild. I'm about it. Also, next turn, just crash in with 3 of these satyrs because they can't block. Discard Bushwog or whatever card I draw that I don't care about, and get 2 new ones and go to town. Yeah, Galio, once you stop caring about the cards in your hand, becomes an insane draw engine because she doesn't actually have to attack to make it good. Cycle it. Draw a card. Put a trample counter on this homeboy over here. Cycle this one. I don't want to discard this card. But I do want to attack. So we're going to attack with 3 satyrs. No, we're not. We're going to pass. We can have a better attack later. I don't mind waiting. My opponent isn't giving me any pressure. They're not doing anything meaningful. They're just kind of sitting around. So we can make that work to our advantage. Like with this. This is how we make things work really well for us. Boom. Kill your 4/4. I'll mark 2 damage on your creature here, so you don't want to... Oh, you got 2 dudes. That makes sense. That's fine. Go to combat. Mark 2 damage there, so you don't want to... So it disincentivizes blocking with it, because then you lose it, and we'll come in with 3 guys. Oh, hey, I'll discard a card at random, specifically this Bushwog, draw 2 cards. Those cards are less than good, but whatever. Yep, we'll trade straight across, and you'll take 2. Perfect. Go ahead, jam this land, and call it good. I've got a 5/4 coming down next turn. I'll make this guy even bigger, and just make everything gross. All right. Yeah, you're tapped out. Sure, I'll block. No, I don't want to lose that. You're attacking for 13. Yeah. That's fine. I'm not afraid of your board. Cast Giant. Give it haste. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3, 6, 7. So he has another buff. I'm dead, but also the trigger here is going to be awkward for us. We can still play this land. I should have just put a counter on this and left it back to block. Tragic, but we live with our decisions. So we're just going to attack. Take the action. If we discard the light up stage. Ooh, we did not discard light up stage. hella lucky. Domri's Ambush. Oh, don't have the I don't have the proper land for that. Oh well, gain a life. And now we gotta pray, which is very unfortunate. Cool, we lived. They just... Now they're just dead. Yeah, okay, cool. Wow. I definitely should have lost there and didn't. So we take those, I guess. What we get? Ooh, Fencing Ace. That one's a classic. That's such a classic. Ooh, we get a pet. We get a pet if we... Okay, you know what? One more game. One more game. How much could it hurt? One more game, you know? It's like one more bite of popcorn or something. How much more could it hurt? Just one more. One more. It's fine. We can get one more in. Okie dokie, 2 lands, thing I can cycle, things that are good. Good card, good card, good card. Sweet. Tap land, regular land, 2-drop. Boom. 2-drop. I can play this on 2. I can play this on 3 if I don't hit a land. Try and hit a land and do some other stuff. Never mind, he put a... Oh no, it's fine. The blocker doesn't do anything. Boom, 2-2. Combat, go. Get him. Get him. Oh, it has lifelink. That's neat. Kinda forgot about that. Still fine. Ooh, Fabled Passage. Cool. Not gonna do anything this turn. What's the commander? Every creature card has those types. Each creature you control... What? Show me this thing. Each other creature you control, that's a cat, whatever. Okay, so it just anthem effect for those things. Neat. Play the land. Just go to combat. Although I think I'm just gonna go here. We don't need the light up stage just yet. We can live in the wild, see what we get. We have plenty of 1, 2s, and 3 drops in the deck that we'll draw, so we're not too worried about not having a land. The next turn, they haven't really done anything yet, so hopefully next turn this turn they don't do much that's too scary. Like develop a Mana Rock, which then allows us to swing in. Ooh, we hit the land too. Couldn't have written up the script any better myself. Hit him. Cast a light up stage for the spectacle cost. Land for next turn, but not much else. Don't really need to do that yet, so we're just going to play a second Rhythm in the Wild. Thankfully, we got the land for next turn, so we can play this 6/6. That'll be a 7/7 with haste. And I don't think they're going to put anything scary in front of me. And I don't know if they're running actual removal. So I think, yeah, where this creature mutates, so you got a 3/5 with lifelink. That's pretty good. Allow me to introduce to you my 7/7 with haste and trample. Would you like to block 2 of this trample damage? No? Okay, I will take a 7/7. Thank you. Hit him with that hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We almost don't have to just cast this outright, so we draw a land. We'll just hold on to it. I don't need to cycle this anymore. I can just cast it. So that's what my opponent got. I got 16 damage on board. What you got? Granted, you have 5 points of lifelink in play. Ah, you blew up. Why would you blow up the 7/7? What? Why would you blow up the token? I'm confused. Oh, he gave everything vigilance. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. cycle this now. One, two, three, four, five, six. So even if he blocks with everything, he can't kill this. Nah, we'll hold that back. That's fine. Unless I have trample, so it's not going to give me any additional points. So if he blocks with everything, he kills my dude, and I get a 1-1. If he... Actually, yeah, that's it. If he doesn't block, I get a 7-7. And I have no fear whatsoever. Oh, he can't kill this. It has a +1/+1 counter. Adoy. Yeah, cycling the Euro, maybe not the best. When this creature mutates, return a creature card of CMC 3 or less from the graveyard. Cool. Got a Charm Stray. Ah, he's going wide. The cats are coming out. And we still have 16 damage in play, of which many of it has trample. Counter. Haste. Combat. Turn everything sideways at my opponent. I have no card to discard. That's unfortunate. I'm attacking for 24 damage. Do you have a response? You're tapped out, so I think the answer is die. There's no amount of, like, blocking here. Like, he can block a lot of it and life gain through some of it, but the mana damage is going to trample over is going to be a big boy. And the amount of damage they're going to take is just a lot. Like, I still... Okay. That's trample, but everything here is trample except for the 2/2. So I'm not sure what you're thinking is going to happen. You're going to take a damage here, you're going to take 5 damage here, and you're going to take a lot of damage there. You're going to heal for 2, 4, 7, 10. Order blocker for Quartzwood Crasher. Kill this and kill this. Bonk, 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 bonk. Oh, they're just dead. A life gain? Where's the life gain? Ah, life gain. Cool. I have a 13-13. Absolutely filthy. This deck is gross. If you get one hit, in with your Quartzwood Crasher. Quartzwood Crashers. I love this card. I love this card. I think it's one of my new favorite cards. They're, yeah. It's good. You know what? That good game. Just attack everything. I have this to kill them. I want them to cast Fog. Cast like Fog, please. Okay. Blocks declared. Sure. Good damage, kill you. Yeah. What do I get? Where's my trigger? I want to know what creature I get. I want to know what big... I want to know how much damage I trampled over for exactly. Excellent. Cool. Well, that is going to do it for tonight's stream. We know it was a bit weird. We didn't quite do what we normally do on Sunday nights. We understand and we apologize for that. Thank you for bearing with us. But one last time, we've been Epic Gaming, a card store and venue space here in Portland, Oregon. We host streams throughout the week for a variety of different card and video games. Right now, with social distancing in effect, we are doing our best by moving all of our events and things into the online space. So you'll be seeing events like this where we hang out and play some Arena. If you're interested in joining us when we play Arena, shoot us a message on our Discord. We have that linked. If you are also a Magic fan looking to pick up some Ikoria, we have pre-orders for Paper Ikoria available right now at our website at epicgamingpdx.com. That is also linked in the video description. Normally, of course, like I've said, we have our Final Fantasy tournaments on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, be sure to definitely check out our Discord, where you can get connected with other Final Fantasy fans and participate in our tournaments. So once again, thank you much for tuning in. We will see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your evening.